All right, welcome. Today we're going to dig into a really fascinating idea, a paradox, really. We are all racing toward this future that's powered by AI, a future that basically promises perfection. But what happens when we actually get there? What do we stand to lose in a world that has no mistakes? Let's find out.
Just think about that for a second. Really imagine it. A world where every single calculation is perfect, every product that rolls off the line is flawless, and every decision we make is optimized before we even make it. It sounds amazing, right? A total utopia of efficiency and safety. But is it really that simple? And look, this isn't some far-off science fiction fantasy. It's happening right now. In manufacturing, you've got these AI-powered robots, and they're already hitting 98% accuracy on incredibly complex assembly tasks. They don't get tired, they don't get distracted, they are literally redefining what's possible when it comes to high-precision work. So first, let's just explore that powerful, data-driven argument for this AI-perfected world. Because the benefits, they're not just theoretical, they are tangible, and they are transforming whole industries as we speak.
The impact here is just dramatic. AI-driven automation can slash downtime in a factory by up to 50%, just by predicting when equipment might fail. It can boost productivity by 30%, and, this is a big one, it improves worker safety by a staggering 67%, because we can just give all the dangerous jobs to the robots.
And this right here shows you the kind of precision we're talking about. In quality control, a human inspector, well, we're human, we can miss things. But AI-powered machine vision, it doesn't. With accuracy rates hitting 99%, it's not just a little improvement, it's a fundamental shift that gets rid of waste and gives us near-perfect products.
So you can see the case for AI-driven perfection is pretty compelling, right? Lower costs, higher output, safer places to work. From this angle, getting rid of human error seems like this undeniable, massive step forward for all of us. But there's another side to this story.
And this is where that paradox really starts to hit home. What's the hidden cost of all this perfection? What happens to us, to our skills, to our judgment when we're just not allowed to make mistakes anymore?
This quote from a discussion on Hacker News absolutely nails it. For generations, this is how we've learned anything. We try something, it breaks, we have to figure out why, we fix it, and we get smarter because of it. AI, well, it threatens to short-circuit that entire process.
Let's just walk through this loop for a second. You ship a product, or you push some code, it breaks. Then you've got to trace the source of that error. You fix it, and in doing all of that, you get to truly understand the system on this much deeper level. This whole messy process, that's where real-world experience, what we call judgment, actually comes from.
And this leads us to a totally new concept: judgment debt. It's the invisible price we're paying for all this flawlessness. Think about it. If a junior developer is always saved by their AI copilot, they never feel that sting of a production failure. They never learn those hard-won lessons that prevent future disasters. And that debt, it just quietly accumulates until one day we might find ourselves with a whole generation of experts who have never, ever truly learned from failure.
And it's not just about technical judgment either. There's this incredibly powerful connection between our flaws, our mistakes, and our ability to create something totally new and surprising. In the world of music tech, they've understood this for a long time. Artists and producers have embraced what some call an aesthetics of failure. A glitch, a bug in the software, a system crash, these aren't seen as problems that you need to fix. No, they're happy accidents. They're unexpected turns that can lead to genuine innovation. See, perfection can be predictable, but our mistakes, they can be really inspiring. And this isn't just some artsy quirk. There was this fascinating study out of Wharton that highlights a major risk of leaning too hard on AI for creative stuff. They asked people to invent a new toy. The group working totally alone, they all came up with completely unique ideas. The AI-assisted group, whoa, they all converged on the exact same concept. Some even gave it the same name.
This really highlights a crucial trade-off. As Wharton professor Christian Terwiesch puts it, Share AI can generate high-quality ideas, but it really struggles with diversity. It has a tendency to smooth out all the weird, quirky edges, which is exactly where true breakthroughs often happen. If everyone is using the same creative advisor, well then everyone starts to sound the same.
Music producer Lucia adds another really important layer here. She argues that the value isn't just in the final, perfect, polished song. The real value is in the process. It's in the struggle, the happy accidents, that messy journey of creation. And by optimizing everything and removing that struggle, AI might actually be eliminating the very thing that makes art feel meaningful in the first place.
So, where does that leave us? It feels like we're caught between this hyper-efficient, flawless future on one hand and our messy, human present that actually gives us judgment and creativity on the other. The answer here isn't to reject the technology, not at all. It's to completely change how we think about it.
What we need is a whole new mindset. We've got to start valuing the process, not just the perfect result. We need to create spaces where it's actually safe to fail. We should embrace uncertainty as a source for brand new ideas and start using AI as a partner that makes our own skills better, not one that just replaces them. Because at the end of the day, the most valuable kind of learning isn't always the most efficient.
Which brings us to this final, really fundamental question. Our mistakes, our flaws, our struggles, they aren't just bugs in the system to be patched out. They're features. They're literally how we learn, how we grow, and how we create. So in our big quest for an error-free world, we have to be so careful that we don't accidentally delete